aim of this practical is to find out coefficient of a forced convection. So to find out the value of H in the forced convection. So before doing the practical, let's understand what is the concept of theory which is related to this practical. So as we all know that convection is a mode of heat transfer, or we can say that the mode of energy transfer between the solid surface and the adjacent liquid or gas that is in motion, and it involves the combined effect of conduction and fluid motion. So we can say that convection is a mode of heat transfer which is nothing but a conduction with a fluid in motion. Despite of the complexity of the convection, the rate of convection heat transfer is observed to be the proportional to the temperature difference, so that the temperature difference of the solid surface and the fluid temperature, and is conveniently expressed by the Newton's law of cooling, which is Q is equal to HA delta T. In this equation, Q is a heat transfer rate, H is a convective heat transfer coefficient, AS is the surface area, Ts is a surface temperature, and T infinite is a surrounding temperature. In this practical, we are going to learn how to find out value of convective heat transfer rate, so that value of H for the forced convection. So this is our practical setup for the forced convection. Here you can see that this is our temperature indicator, this is our ammeter, this is voltmeter, this is on-off switch, and this is dimmer. Dimmer is used to give input to this device, so that for increasing or decreasing the value of voltage. According to that voltage, the current will flow from this heater. So that value of current is going to shown in this ammeter. The temperature indicator will shows all the values of temperature of this thermocouple. So here there is a one cylinder, as you can see that here there is a one cylinder. On that there is arrangement of one heater. So whatever you give input to the voltage, according to that voltage the current will flow from this heater, and the heat will transfer to the cylinder. So the temperature of this cylinder is going to increase as the heat is flow from this heater to the cylinder. Now we have this kind of arrangement from this pipe. This pipe is going from this cylinder. From this pipe there is a flow of air with the help of blower. So with the help of blower there is a flow of air from this pipe. As the air is flowing through the pipe with the help of blower, this is known as the forced convection, because you are providing external equipment for the flow of the fluid. So this is known as the forced convection. As this air is flowing and come into the contact with the surface of this cylinder, this air will get some heat and move ahead. Another layer of air is come in contact with the cylinder surface, takes heat from the surface of the cylinder and move ahead. So this is how heat transfer takes place between the flowing air and the surface of the cylinder. So this is a forced convection. Here arrangement of 6 thermocouple. As you can see that this is a thermocouple number 1, which is at the entry point. Thermocouple T2, T3, T4 and T5 are arranged on the surface of the cylinder to get the surface temperature of the cylinder after reaching the steady state, and T6 at the exit, so that by value of T1 and T6 we can get the value of air temperature at the inlet and at the outlet. T2, T3, T4 and T5 are going to provide the surface temperature of the cylinder. Okay, now let's take one set of readings. So our first step is to start the setup by using on-off switch. Then by using dimmer we can give input of voltage to our setup. Suppose for this experiment we have to set the voltage value as a 70. According to the voltage, the current will flow from the heater. This is temperature indicator which shows the temperature of all the 6 channels. This is channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, channel 5 and channel 6. Initially all the channels shows the same temperature because we have just given heat input. This is all the thermocouples. This is a switch for the blower. By using this switch you can start the blower for the forced convection. There is a flow of air. Now we have to wait for the setup to reach its steady state so that the temperature are not going to change with respect to time. After the setup reaches its steady state, we can take the reading of all the 6 temperature from the temperature indicator. Channel number 1 shows 40 degree. It's the inlet temperature of air. Channel number 2 shows the 58. Channel 3 58. Channel 4 55. Channel number 5 56 and channel number 6 which is outlet temperature which is 44 degrees Celsius. Now based on the readings, let's do some calculation. So from the reading we have values of the temperature T1 as a 40, T2 as 58, T3 58, T4 55, T5 56 and T6 44. So we know how to calculate value of surface temperature of this cylinder by adding T2 plus T3 plus T4 plus T5 divided by 4. We will get the surface temperature of this cylinder which is 56.75 degree. For the ambient air temperature we have to add T1 with T6, so that T1 plus T6 divided by 2, so that 42 is the ambient temperature, or we can say that the temperature of the fluid. We can find out value of Q by multiplying voltage with the current. So for reading 1 our voltage is 73. As per the voltage, the current of 0.50 ampere will flow from the heater. There are some fixed parameter like inner diameter of this cylinder which is 28 mm and the length of this cylinder which is 500 mm. Now we know how to calculate value of convective heat transfer coefficient. We can easily calculate value of H by using Newton's law of cooling, which is Q is equal to HA delta T. In this equation, delta T is our temperature difference, which is Ts minus Ta. Area is the surface area of this cylinder, which we can easily calculate by using equation pi dl. Here inner diameter is given because the fluid is flowing from inside of the cylinder. Okay, the heater is provided at the above surface of the cylinder and this flow of air is from the inside surface of this cylinder. So by putting value of Q, area, Ts and Ta in this equation, we will get value of H, which is 47.77 watt per meter square Kelvin. Now let's understand what is the conclusion and conceptual outcomes from this reading. So here we can see that the value of forced convective heat transfer coefficient is 47.77 watt per meter square Kelvin. So from the result we can say that the value of H is more in forced convection as compared to free convection. We have seen that in a free convection the value of H is around 15 to 20. Here it is 47.77. So it shows that by forced convection you will get higher heat transfer rate as compared to free convection. We can say that value of H depends on geometry, fluid property as well as surface condition. We know that if we increase the velocity of fluid by using external arrangement, we can easily increase the value of forced convection H and we can easily increase the value of heat transfer rate by convection mode. In any application, so we can say that in any application, if we want to increase the heat transfer rate by convection mode, then we have to increase the value of H by converting free convection to the forced convection.